Hey y'all, so I just got out of church, so I'm sitting in the car, but yeah, today I'm gonna just be talking about Western decadence. I think that's how you pronounce it. But if you have some type of consciousness to you just aware of what's going on around you, you can see the foolishness of the world. Yeah, Western decadence is literally just what you see today. It's a decline in standards, decline in morality, a decline in honor, dignity, religion, um, decline in just integrity, all of these things. It's just, it's a decline in like the government and them taking care of what they need to take care of and them not doing it. But yeah, man, you look around, you can see that. It's clear as day, but that is how they've made this world. And can go into like a whole history lesson on why the world is how it is. I'll just brief it a little bit, but basically, literally, if you know about Protestants, right, and what was happening before the Protestant Reformation, what was happening before people wanted to have the world be like more Christian-like and follow God. Before, who's ruling was the Romans, was the Catholics. I don't know if they're gonna delete me for that, but truth is truth. All right, so you know what they was doing. They acted like they were serving God, but they weren't. They were serving deities, idols, worshiping other beings. I'm gonna try to say these things without being so descriptive where they flag me or something. But they were giving up their children to be, excommunicated to who they were worshiping. That's what they were doing. I think to if you might know, I'm gonna spell it out for you. Baal. Another one is M. It's really the same thing, but Molech, I think. But yeah. Alright, so them things. That's what they were doing. So now, the Catholics coming back into power. They want everybody to do what they were doing back in the day. And that is the New Order, the NWO. That's just why they keep pushing this agenda for everyone to be the opposite of straight, which is something God created and God wants us to live. And yeah, you might be like, well, I like girls, and I'm a girl. I like guys and I'm a guy. I like both. I like what I like. It's like I'm not judging you, right? Because I used to be right along with y'all, but literally it's a spirit in you, and the spirit in a man is a woman's spirit who wants to find other men, and you're pleasing that spirit. And then the spirit in the woman is a man, and she is looking out, and he inside of the woman is looking out other women. He's getting pleased. Now, I can't really remember the name of both of those spirits, but yeah, either way, like, I know so many things that I can't even remember everything. So, but at the end of the day, alright, God says it's abomination. God doesn't want you to be doing these things. He doesn't hate you, he hates the sin. So, they pushing this on the kids. They, like, that should alone tell you something. It's one thing to be like, oh yeah, adults, go sleep with whatever gender you want. But to come at the little babies, come at the toddlers, come at the preteens, to talk about sexual things, it's like, seriously. And China, they literally teaching them, they go to like war school or something, and over here, oh, let's talk about sex this. Like, who cares? This is the problem with the world. And so you have that going on, right? That's their big agenda. They want to make everyone, try to make everyone do it, because whoever runs the world, these higher people, that's what they have to do. They have to have their I can't even, I don't know if I can say these words. They have to have their orgies with not just the same sex, because they're pleasing their gods that way. They have to drink the fluid that is inside your body that's red. They have to again excommunicate people, especially babies and children, because that's what their god wants. That's what demons want. They love blood. That's how they get their power, but that's what they be doing. So that's what they're pushing on the rest of the world. They don't want us, they're not Christian, they're not following God. They want to say, oh, in God we trust. No. And their God is the one below, not the one in heaven, okay? So that's why the world is the way it is. Why capitalism is here. A lot of people are depressed because they're just working to be a slave and survive. Barely survive. Spiritualism is not really of God. It's like, be spiritual, have a connection with him, but God has commandments and things he wants you to follow him by. It's not just, oh, I feel this way, so this is what I'm gonna do. I don't feel like doing that, so I'm gonna follow what I want to do. That type of stuff is foolishness. What is it? Another divination. That's witchcraft stuff. And then another one is, I can't remember, but basically the world is literally going into the dumps and further, right? So once you see like what's happening, honestly, if you read your Bible, you'll literally be like, wow, everything, like, it makes sense, because it literally talks about what's going to happen. And not to mention, they took out books in the Bible like Enoch. They took out other books. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it says study the days of Noah, because that's how it's going to be in the end. And what they do, took out the book Enoch. I'm pretty sure that book had a lot of information about what was happening in Noah's days. It was talking about like the fallen angels taught the women how to wear makeup, how to put on eyeliner, okay? And you see what you see today, majority of the women wear that stuff. And that stuff is used to lust men and deceive men and bait men, and you're arousing them because you look so pretty. And they say men are visual creatures. You could say that's being shallow, whatever the case. Women, we be falling in love with what we be hearing. Men fall in love with what they see, yada yada, right? So we have that going on. And it says something else about, I guess they talked about women dressing as harlots in the book Enoch too. But bro, the music industry, all these things, they're pushing these agendas. The music industry is literally ran by the guy below. That's not the opposite of God, okay? Ran by that dude. And obviously you can see that, because it's not pushing no positivity. It's pushing a bunch of degrading, low vibration, ignorant foolishness. Everything as a whole. Society is literally trash, bro. Like, yeah, you could say like, oh, be grateful you're in America. It's worse over here. Like, I agree. It could be. It probably is worse over there where you're at. But in general, the world should be way better than what it is. Why should I have to worry about if I was to have a child, send my child to school, they're gonna get brainwashed with this the alphabet community, because I know for a fact I can't say the L and the rest of the letters, because they gonna snatch me up. You know how YouTube and these people be like, gosh, how they get this much power and respect, but people who look like me and my color, even other people, Hispanic people, we still get treated like trash. But oh, how dare you say something about somebody who like their same gender, right? Look, I don't hate y'all, but if you can, if you just have a heart, okay, I don't care if you like the same sex, alright, I want you to come to the Lord so you can be saved and not go to hell, because it is a sin, alright? It's just fact. Don't be mad at me. That's what God says, alright? He didn't make you to like same sex. But I ain't hating on you. All I'm saying is, tell me how it's fair, you think it's fair for y'all to get all these privileges, but poor people still on the streets, veterans still disrespected, even people getting sent to war, or at least when they was getting sent to wars, they only getting sent to profit the people's agendas who hired them, come home with PTSD and all this crap. And then you got women still, a lot of women live in fear, getting assaulted or trafficked or R-word, or domestic violence, these type of things. Women live with this. Children gotta worry about if they gonna get snatched up just for playing in the park. Animals going extinct. I can't even think of it. All type of stuff. But black people still getting racially profiled. Still, racism still exists. Redlining. Hispanic people, Asian people, they still ain't getting treated right either. But oh my gosh, don't disrespect the gays. All hell gonna break loose. Like, how's that fair? If you're a person who like your same gender, tell me that makes sense to you. You know it's not fair. That's all I'm saying. It's not fair. That's all I'm saying. It's not. Like, if it was like everyone else is getting the same privileges as you, I would be like, alright, cool, they deserve some privileges. I mean, black people got what they deserved. They got treated right finally. Asians got what they deserved. They got their respect. The Indians, the Hispanic people, we all out here. We all getting our respect that we deserved. Sure, that's what they want. They should get it too. But no, it's not like that. It's like y'all getting so many privileges. Meanwhile, somebody who sold a pack of weed is locked up for like 20 years, but weed legal. Like, this type of stuff, this is what I'm talking about. Like, society is just, yeah. Literally, it's so ridiculous, bro.